What is wrong? What is the corruption? What is the whole thing? Has any contract been given? Has any business been given? Is a single square inch of, has any money transferred? Has any tenant said been cheated? Has any landlord?
Isn't it strange that when he approaches the government, he says, I approach the government, I am told to contract.
No, but at that time we had definitely given some good ideas to the government how Mumbai needs to be redeveloped on a holistic, integrated manner using cluster to save the lives of lakhs of people who are living in these old buildings. So it was something that we had really thought about. Wait a sec, it would have been wonderful for this country if this scheme had come through. Unfortunately, it has fallen through. But if this scheme, which is a wonderful scheme, today the Planning Commission has taken that, the next 5-year plan, they are talking about the remaking of Mumbai's plan. And I have talked to so many countries.
No,
they are all thinking about cluster.
Siddharth Nath Singh, I want you to come back on this. Siddharth Nath
Singh
is saying,
big corruption and what is wrong in this?
Siddharth Nath Singh is saying, I am contacting the government. They are telling me to contract a particular private party, which he says is not the appropriate and perhaps an unexpected strategy. And to that private party, you have links. That is so he's drawing that, connecting the dots there.
But what is the corruption? What is wrong? I mean,
Siddharth
what is wrong?
Nath Singh, what is wrong?
What is wrong?
What is wrong? Mayank Gandhi says, what is wrong in this?
What is wrong? What did we do wrong?
Arnav, I am just trying to bring certain facts. I am not raising any charges on Mr. Mayank Gandhi, his NGO and his relative company. But what I'm trying to say is they should stop pretending they're holier than the cow. They are what they have, they come up with certain
Siddharth, I just want to tell you one thing.
I have an audio problem. I don't know if, what Mayank was saying, I was not able to understand because there is a disturbance. But all I'm trying to say is, there is a link. If the charges have been leveled on Mayank Gandhi, there is a link between what they were doing as an NGO, raising the pitch, and then getting, his relative company getting involved. So all I'm trying to say
getting involved,
there is a
not
fact
getting the contract.
It needs to be investigated.
Okay, now I think I'll leave the matter there.
I just want to say one or two things which are very important. Siddharth, I
want to go to Anjali.
If we had to fight against corruption, we have to be extremely clean. So if there was anything against me, I would not take this step to fight against corruption. And the second part is that we are so open about it. We are bringing in new standards of probity. You have put an allegation against us, we get the best judges in the country to probe us.
Appointed by you.
So what? So you give me more. And I'm saying this, wait a sec, let me add to this. This is not an alternative to the government putting an investigation.
Yeah, so he's saying,
let the government also put an investigation against me.
It's all right. He's saying let the government also investigate. Let it be.
It is not either or.
Do both. Okay, fine. Okay.
Absolutely.
Now here's one thing. It's fair enough. Now, Mr. Singh, I thank you for calling on the show tonight. Next time, perhaps we'll get both of you together, but then this is not a court of law. Question to Anjali Damania tonight. Anjali Damania, thank you for coming, first of all. And as I said to Mayank Gandhi, you're not in the dock, but you must answer some questions. And I'm sure that's why you had a press conference today as well.
Sure.
Now it is being said that you bought 7 acres of land. Are you a farmer, A, to purchase this land? B, the land holding changed, it became non-agricultural. You then sold the land. I know you bought the land at a certain price. What did you sell the land at? Did you make a fair amount of profit? Would you please tell me clearly on Newshour tonight how much percentage profit you made, if you made any?
Sure.
And B, whether it was appropriate for you not as a farmer to get the land as agricultural land, to sell it after it becomes non-agricultural. There are some ifs and buts that need to be connected here. And then we'll get the others.
Let me start by saying there has been a great story created about me this morning. And I really don't understand what the story is all about. If it is saying that I have done a conversion or done a change of use of the land, was there anything illegal about it? Have I flouted norms? Have I not taken permissions? Have I done anything illegal in that? Second thing what I would want to tell you is, have I deprived anybody? Have I deprived the farmers? Have they sold it to me for cheap? Is what the allegation on me is. I have bought it at market rate. Do you think the farmers were related to me to sell it to me for cheap? Why would they do it? I mean, if they don't know me, if they are strangers, they will sell it at a market price. I have bought it at a market price. Now let me tell you the main thing which everybody is saying.
What rate did you sell the plots?
70. No, I have bought it at 75,000
what rate did you sell the plots?
The current market price in 2006.
No, but did you tell the farmers when you bought the land? Did you tell the farmers? Anjali, one simple question is this. Please tell me. Some of the farmers say that you told them that the land will be used for agricultural purposes.
Do you think whenever we buy a land, we have to tell somebody anything for what?
So the farmer is lying here? There is a particular farmer who has been quoted.
Mr. Sonawane, who has been quoted there, yes. Where was he for the last 6 years and how come he got up today?
But then you see the same questions can be asked by Mr. Gadkari in the context of another piece of land.
The point here is, have I taken any unsecured loans from anybody? Have I deprived anybody of any? Have I got it for cheap? Have I leased it? Have I created an NGO?
What price did you sell it at? What price did you sell it at?
No, if I have done, the price which I have sold at will be absolutely clear and in front of the ombudsman.
Why does an IAC reveal what price it was sold at?
No, I am ready to give the entire Excel sheet. I am ready to show my income tax papers. I am ready to show what tax I have paid on it. Because apart from buying
Are you a farmer?
No, that's exactly what I wanted to tell you before this. I have bought my land absolutely legally.
As a farmer?
As a farmer. Forget that my farm.
But are you a farmer? You're a doctor.
My ancestors for the last 200 years have been farmers in this very Raigad.
But you're a doctor.
Correct.
You're a doctor.
Correct. But you know, the policy...
Be a doctor?
No.
I am asking you. Can it be said that my ancestors were farmers and hence I am technically a farmer?
See, first of all, let me correct. I am a pathologist by profession. I am not a doctor. I am not a practicing doctor. I have a diagnostic center. Secondly, let me tell you that I have done this land purchase under the horticulture policy of the government, and what has been alleged on me is not that I am not a farmer. What they have said is the land which I had bought on day one was an uncultivable land. That is what is mentioned in the notice, Arnab, and that is
Gadkari also says it was uncultivable barren land.
No, that is what I am saying.
Nagpur.
No, that is exactly what I am saying. No, but my point is not that. What I am trying to say here is, if it was an uncultivable land, if I have given clear-cut reports of the soil that from RCF saying
Anjali,
that it was a fully
understand how different are the charges that have been leveled, that you have leveled against Gadkari.
See,
please remember one second.
Yeah.
You say that the farmers could have tilled the land that was instead given to the Purti Sanstha of Gadkari. Similarly, the land that you acquired to could have been in the possession of farmers, but you sold it. You sold it to a private developer.
I did not sell it to any private developer.
Who did you sell it to?
That is where you stand corrected.
Did you sell it as agricultural land?
I have changed the use on only 5.5 acres of the 59-acre property that I own in Karzat. Only 5.5 acre. I have done the development myself. The roads were done, the gardens were done. There was huge expenditure there, and after that they were sold to private plot owners who are in the possession of that plot today. It was nothing. There was
what the farmers are saying is not correct.
Absolutely not correct.
The farmers are lying.
And you tell me, how could the farmers, unless they are instigated, come up after 6 years?
So the farmers are lying.
Forget that. One more thing I would want to tell you is that I had written this clearly to the entire print and the entire electronic media way back in April. After that, I have put up my blog and I have explained to the last word. Everything has been explained. I don't understand why these things are coming.
My question tonight is...
Gadkari.
Yeah, my question is, of course, that question of timing is when you expose Gadkari, questions are being asked.
They are going to threaten us, they are going to scare us, they are going to do, but we will not be cowed down. We will not be cowed down. We will keep on fighting for what is right. For my nation, I will keep on fighting. Let them do whatever they want. I challenge them.
1 second, Mr. Awad. Mr. Awad, type. Yes, okay, go ahead. Will you take the counter question?
We have alleged against Damania before she. We have alleged this against Mrs. Damania before she alleged anything against Gadkari. I have alleged this before she took the name of Gadkari on NDTV.
And
I will time again saying that the
business... Awad, you need to look back at your dates. You need to look back at your videos. I was a non-existent person on media before Ajit Pawar's resignation. I was nowhere in the media. Mr. Awad, you need to check the videos. Check back the dates. When I have...
Mr. Awad, you are worried. You are worried when we took on Mr. Zakir and Mr. Gadkari, Mr. Pawar.
Gadkari did not help her, and then she pounced on Gadkari.
When did I pounce? When did I come into the...
It is not about Gadkari. It is about Mr. Tatkare, about the NCP, about the 70,000 irrigation scam that you have done to this country and to this state. Don't run away from this truth.
She went to everybody.
Don't run away from the truth. Your corruption is being exposed, so you are attacking us. Go ahead and attack us. We will continue fighting you.
Wanted to shift the location.
This country is too great. We will fight for this nation. Mr. Awad, you can do whatever you want.
We are not going to bow down to any pressure.
Absolutely.
You pressure us the way you want. We are not going to bow down to your pressure, Mr. Awad.
We are clear in
Mr. Awad,
you have done enough corruption in this country. We will expose all of you.
Our integrity.
1 second.
We will expose each of the corrupt here in this country.
I think we should also let Shazia in at this point. Yes, Shazia, you want to say something to Mr. Awad? Go on. Go on, please. And actually,
I'm saying let some sanity prevail here.
Yeah.
Now my question is, if indeed Mr. Awad feels that Anjali is in the wrong, let him press charges.
Absolutely.
Also, I would like to ask all the panelists, what is wrong in having an independent probe against Gadkari, against Robert Vadra, against Salman Khurshid, against whom there's already been one probe which alleges and which shows the fake affidavit and all of that, and also against Anjali Damania and others. What is wrong with that? And have the same standards, have any 3 judges decide on that. Let it not be judged by the CBI, which could be, which one can allege can work to the behest of the government. So if you're open to that, why isn't Mr. Gadkari open to an independent probe, or Mr. Sharad Pawar?
I want to go back at this point to Subramanian Swamy, please, because I want to go back to the broader perspective here tonight. The question, and I want to make it clear here, is not about, and you see, corruption is corruption, allegation is allegation. I'm not saying anyone's indulged in corruption. Mayank and Anjali, I hope you understand what I'm saying. I must also tell you, it is my job to ask the same questions to everyone.
Just do
IAC,
homework.
Congress or BJP. Now, 1 second, please.
Sure.
The question here is this, please. The question is that it is not a question, is it, whether the allegation is of 70,000 crore. And Mr. Jitendra Awad, please do not try and undermine the 70,000 crore rupee irrigation scam. Do not try and undermine, please.
We are not undermining.
Do not undermine
and
do not undermine and believe. Do not undermine and believe. Do not believe. So I don't want to shout.
Our minister had the guts to step out and say that you can conduct any inquiry you want to against me.
You see, Mr.
He had the guts to step out from the power.
You see, Mr.
Why doesn't Mr. Tatkare resign?
Can I please? You see, Mr.
The allegations, the wild allegations were against Mr. Ajit Pawar.
Against Mr. Tatkare too.
Mr. Jitendra Awad, allow me please, because beyond the point of, I'm just making a simple point tonight. Please understand, do not believe, this country, nobody will believe that you can put a shroud over big corruption cases by questioning allegedly smaller charges against other people. Nobody. It is my job, certainly to ask, it is my job to ask Anjali and to ask Mayank Gandhi, and if required I'll ask Shazia, I'll ask anyone whether or not the allegations against them are right or wrong, and they have a right to defend themselves. But at the same time, do not believe, sir, that you can put a shroud over bigger corruption charges by raising individual charges.
Everybody
you can't do that.
Has the right to defend himself.
Yeah, but you can't do that. You can't put a shroud over things. You know, it's not. This is not a strategy.
No, nobody.
Can you, Mr. Subramanian Swamy? I'm asking you tonight.
To defend himself.
I'm asking Subramanian Swamy tonight.
Public servants.
Can you put a shroud?
They're public officials. They're public functionaries, unlike us.
Yeah.